Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I wanted to jump on here really quickly just to show you guys the few little things that I got today for Lincoln's birthday that I'm not going to give him beforehand because I give him literally everything. Every gift that I've gotten him for his birthday, he's already gotten. Like, I just can't not give him these things. I don't know why I do it, but I do. So, I'm not going to do it this time. But I also picked up some things for me and the hubby for Christmas. Papa Bear, Mama Bear. And I'm going to go back and get the ones that say Baby Bear. No, baby, you can't have that. I'm gonna go back and get the ones that say Baby Bear, and then they have ones that say Little Bear too. And then I got some all-natural vegan super concentrated herbs, 1,800 milligrams of fenugreek per scoop, mixed with milk or mixed alternative. It's called Upspring Milk Flow. I don't know if any of you guys have tried this. If you have, it's to help with milk supply. You can enjoy it hot or cold. It's gluten-free, non-GMO, no artificial anything. And then I got some vitamin D drops. I'm going to start stocking up on all this stuff now. And then this is also going to be for Lincoln's party, or birthday. It says, I do stunts in my sleep. And then it's got these pants that go with it. And then on this side, it's just got the shirt that goes with these pants. So there's two different pairs of pants and two different shirts. And I got this on sale at Target for $7. And then for the big guy, I will show you this Paw Patrol couch that flips out into a bed. So I figured that would be nice for when he wants to take a nap in the living room, because I really want to break him from the rock and play, because he still uses the rock and play. He loves that thing. That's what he loves to sleep in. That's what he takes in all of his naps in. So we're going to transition him after his party into that. Just using that without the rock. 2 baskets for the, like, one's going to be for baby's diapers, because when he is newborn, we are going to use the newborn Pampers until he is big enough to fit in the cloths that we have, because I'm not going to go buy a bunch of newborn cloth diapers. I'll just wait until he can get out of the newborn. Lincoln, I think, was out of them within, what, 2-3 weeks, something like that. And then I got another one for stuff like little medicines and, you know, just anything that we need for the baby. Alright guys, now to the real reason that you clicked on this video. I want to explain to you how I went to prison for the very first time and how I got caught stealing about $75,000 worth of jewelry from a pawn shop. And just to let you know, like a little disclaimer, I do not think this is cool. This is a life that I used to live. I do not live this way no more. I lived this life when I was strung out on heroin, and that is not the life that I live today. I live a productive life today. I work, I am a mother, I am a wife, and I do everything I do to give back to our community. I give away things constantly, go through clothes, give it to people that are in need. If I see somebody just standing outside the gas station, ask them if they need anything, drink, food, me and my husband both, we will buy them whatever. We've handed men and women $20 at a time, plus bought them drinks. I mean, I just want to be clear that I do not live this way anymore. Okay, so, what year was this? 2013. Yeah. Yes, it was the summer of 2013 because it was shortly after my mom passed away. Probably about 4 or 5 months after my mom passed away. My ex, who I've talked about him in previous videos, he was much older than me, but anyways, he and I both were strung out on heroin. We were very bad off on heroin, and I went to a pawn shop probably 2 days before this, and a friend of mine and we both walked in, and I had seen, you know, there was no cameras. So I thought there was no cameras. So I set it all up. I called my ex-boyfriend and told him exactly what I was going to do. I called his cousin, and I had her be the sidetrack, and then I had my ex-boyfriend be the person that was the lookout. Just so you know, all of us have, like, we both went to prison for the, well, I went to prison for it. He actually got away with it, and so did she. She actually did a video statement on me, but that's further down in the video. But, so what I did was, right here's the pawn shop. Up here is a gas station. Back over here is a bar. I went into the bar, had them drop me off at the bar. I went inside. I put about 3 or 4 pairs of sweatpants on, about 3 or 4 pairs of sweatshirt, or 3 or 4 sweatshirts on. I got my hair up like this. And I put a ball cap on. And I walked out of the bathroom like that. Not thinking, I mean, of course nobody was in the bar at that time. This was like 1:30 in the afternoon. Not thinking at all, like, if somebody's seen me, they're gonna be like, what the heck is that girl doing? She just walked in a pair of shorts and a spaghetti strap shirt and comes out looking 3 times as big as what she was before she walked in. But when you're doing that kind of thing and you're in that mind state, you do not think of things like that. So I had my ex-boyfriend and his cousin park at the gas station that was down here, and I had her get out, go inside, and I talked on the phone to my ex-boyfriend the entire time. I wanted him to let me know where his cousin was, and where the owner was, because I knew that that owner did not have any employees, that he was the only person that ran that pawn shop. So he also had a little car lot like business with it. So his cousin, I had her dress up in some very non-modest clothes, let's just say that. And she was looking at a car, and he was showing it to her. While they were outside on the side of the building, I walked across the street into the pawn shop, used my knuckle, because it was a door that's like you gotta hold on to it and just pull on it. So I slid my knuckles in there, pulled out, so there was no fingerprints. walked in. Now they had a whole bunch of glass cases with women's rings, men's rings. The men's rings were a lot bigger, so I stuck my arm on the other side of the glass cabinet, sorry, and I slid it open with my knuckles, pressed up against it, slid it open. There was 5 cases in each glass cupboard. I grabbed 5 of them out, shoved them in my bag. On my way out the door, there was a baggie that was probably about this big, full of gold up at the cash register. And I grabbed that and walked out the door. Went right back over to the bar, and my ex-boyfriend told me exactly where they were, so I knew exactly how long I had. After they were done looking at the car, actually after I got to the bar, he hit the horn just real quick, so she knew, like, hey, come on, let's go, she's done. And I had them pick me up. I went back inside, took all that off, and shoved it down in the bag, got into her Explorer, and we left town. Now, this is where I rode with her. She had to go pick up some money because she was also addicted to heroin and many other things. She went and picked up her money. We went back to town, dropped me off at my house, me and my ex-boyfriend, and I laid out all 5 cases and didn't say nothing about the bag of jewelry to her. And I let her pick whatever ring she wanted. She picked the biggest ring that was in all of those, and in each case there were 36 men's rings in each case. So she picked out the biggest one. She left. We hadn't heard from her in probably 3 or 4 months after this, probably. Then, you know, when you're on that type of stuff, you know, you sell a little bit here, a little bit there. We didn't take none of it to a pawn shop because we already knew. Like, it was in the paper and everything. And I can actually probably find articles, and I'll link them down below if I can find them. But we got rid of it all, sold it all, and probably 5 months after all that, we are at home, and I get a boom, 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 boom. Megan, answer the door. It's the galleon detective. Everything got quiet because I was not answering that door. Not at all. I already knew what they wanted. And, you know, in the papers, they could not figure out who it was because I wish I could find my discovery pack because I would show you guys all the pictures of each case, of me on camera and everything. So, because they got camera footage from the bar is where they got their camera footage. Now, they did have a small camera up above the cash register, and they seen, like, you know, me and my hand and all that, grab that bag of gold. So, we didn't answer the door, didn't answer nothing. Well, a friend of ours comes to the house and is like, hey, just to let you know, Alexa said that she went and talked to the cops. And she didn't tell him nothing, blah, 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 which was total lies because she definitely did. And I actually still have the disc of all that, of her entire interview, her grandma talking, everything. And, which Alexis is the cousin. But, it probably took them a good 7 months before they indicted me. And I took the rap for all of it. I got sent to prison. Well, first I got probation. Then I violated my probation after 2 years and got sent to prison. And that is the story of how I went to prison for the very first time. I 100% regret it. Absolutely regret it. I still owe that man so much money in restitution. And, you know, for the longest time, I'm like, you know, he's not getting a dollar from me. He got all this money in insurance. I mean, he got so much money from insurance, it's insane. He opened up and built a whole new pawn shop that was probably 4 times the size of the one that he already had. He rips people off left and right. He charges, like, for a 75-inch LG 4K TV, he bought off somebody for $60. Brand new, still in the box. $60. That is absolutely ridiculous, because you know he's going to put that on the shelf for way more than that. And I understand, you know, pawn shop worker or owners, they do need to make their money, but you don't need to make 130% of your profit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Obviously, there's a reason that somebody is going and selling their items that they own, because they're either struggling, they're strung out on drugs, something. They need money, obviously. But I'm sorry this may not have sounded very interesting. I'm still like a little nervous talking like story times and stuff to you guys, because this is actually the first story time video that I've ever done. And I'm really usually pretty comfortable talking in front of the camera, but not this one. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to hear more story times, if you guys want to hear why I went to prison the second time, let me know down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up and I will do that video. I will gladly do that video, and I will try to make it myself a little more comfortable than what I am now. I promise you. I love you guys. Bye.